like a ghost, like a specter, in your headlights on the road. I love that song so much.
What song is that?
That's fucking Spectre by Bad Omens, dude.
Oh, I haven't.
You don't know Ball? That's crazy.
Ball is
No, I haven't listened to Bad Omens.
What do you mean? It sounded just like it.
I really like Bad Omens. I just haven't listened to them in a hot minute.
That's fair. Listen, I get it. Okay, it's fine. I'm not. I'm not coming after you for it, but I am.
You seem like you are, which is funny because when I got into Bad Omens, like a couple of years, like 2+ years ago, whatever, you were like, last time I listened to them, they sucked. And I was like, no, they're good now. And then now I haven't listened to them in a hot minute, and you've been listening.
Yeah, they're great. They're great now. they used to not be good. Now they're good.
Yeah, you gave me so much shit. You're like, they're not good. And I was like, fucking listen to them.
Yeah.
Give him a chance.
You argued with me about it. And I was like, no, they're good.
I'm not
I swear.
argumentative. I'm not argumentative. You're argumentative. Hello, my name is Frederick Graves, and welcome to Haunts, Graves, and Omens. With me, as always, my lovely co-host,
It's me. It's Taylor. Hello.
Taylor Graves.
Hi.
And with us, on a camera and sound, is Bill Bernard.
Hey,
Look at that.
doing?
Nice and lit up, Bill.
Yes.
You look great.
Lighting up the room.
Lighting up. I have a news story that I want to talk about.
Okay, dive in.
So
I also have a new story.
this may or may not be old news. Oh no, this is not really old news. This was updated on January 8th, but I saw this pop up and I could not believe this is real. This comes from AP News. 100 skulls and mummified body parts found in Pennsylvania grave robbery case.
Ooh.
So, bones and skulls visible in the back seat of a car near abandoned cemetery on Philadelphia's outskirts led police to a basement filled with body parts, which authorities say were hoarded by a man now accused of stealing 100 sets of human remains.
Yeah, that was updated like 6 minutes ago.
Yeah, so I had heard a little inkling about this, and I couldn't believe it. So. Officers say a Tuesday night arrest accumulated a months-long investigation into break-ins at Mount Moriah Cemetery, where at least 26 mausoleums involved were forced open since early November. Wow. Yeah, so investigators searched a home and storage unit of Jonathan Christ Gerlach, 34.
Fun name.
Yeah, that's a fun name. I'm John Christ. And he was reported, like I said, having more than 100 human skulls, long bones, and mummified hands and feet, and 2 decomposing torsos and skeletal items. So he's been grave robbing for a minute. They were also able to recover jewelry believed to be linked to the graves, and in one case, a pacemaker was still attached.
Holy hell.
Yeah, he was robbing a historic cemetery that dates back to 1855. And according to friends of Mount Moriah Cemetery, which helps maintain the 160-acre landmark that's home to an estimated 150,000 grave sites.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so he's been grave robbing. You know, you can't do that. Not allowed. Not allowed anymore.
No.
You know, if you wanted to do that, you had to go way back in time, bud.
Yeah, because I was thinking about even when we were talking about like cannibal stuff, how like I don't know what the circumstances can be in which you can honestly get body parts outside of someone willingly giving themselves, and you will not face legal repercussions.
It depends on the context, I guess.
Sure.
You know, you could go online and go buy a human skull, no problem.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, but you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I just want to make that clear. Like, you should not buy human skulls. They're usually not ethically sourced.
Yeah.
Ethically sourced.
Well, no, like-
all my skulls were humanely euthanized after being grass-fed.
Well, no, like there is a lot of ethical dilemma
Yeah.
behind buying human skulls. So keep that in mind.
You know.
There's a lot of things that are very unethically sourced.
Yeah, because I can't even think like you're like, oh, hey, I'll just go to a war-torn area and get bodies that are not not identified. Like, that still probably is not cool.
Probably not cool.
I think of like the Coney Island mummy, like that story. You familiar with that story? Anybody?
Yeah.
Where it's a guy who had died and he had donated his body to science, I want to say. Or his body was grave robbed or something along those lines. And so he was like mummified essentially.
Wow.
And then he somehow ended up inside of a haunted attraction at like Coney Island. And then went to move him one day and his arm broke off and they're like, piece of shit thing, fucking always breaking on us. And then they look and they're like, there's actual bones in here. And so he was just a dead guy inside this Coney Island like haunted attraction for years.
Yep.
That's so crazy. Like, I mean, you're dead, but I mean, you live on forever in that way.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's what I want people to do with me, is I just want to be like, you know, the greeter at Walmart, just as a skeleton, just, you know, frozen in time, slowly decomposing on the front steps.
I don't like Walmart to let you do that.
I don't know, but you know,
I feel like they'd wheel you out at Spirit Halloween to drum up sales or something.
Just holding a sign, all fucked up, all mummified. Yeah, that's it.
I also have a story.
Yeah.
This one is also interesting. Comes from AP News. Harvard morgue manager who sold body parts like baubles gets an 8-year prison term. So apparently a former manager of a Harvard Medical School morgue in Boston was sentenced to 8 years in prison for stealing and selling body parts, quote, as if they were baubles.
Oh my God.
Authorities said Cedric Lodge was at the center of a ghoulish scheme in which he shipped brains, skin, hands, and faces to buyers in Pennsylvania and elsewhere after cadavers donated to Harvard were no longer needed for research. His wife, Denise Lodge, was sentenced to just over a year in prison for assisting him. They appeared Tuesday in federal court in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In one example, Cedric Lodge provided skin to a buyer so it could be tanned into leather and bound into a book.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. In another, Cedric and Denise Lodge sold a man's face, perhaps to be kept on a shelf, perhaps to be used for something even more disturbing. Assistant U.S. Attorney Allison Martin said.
It'd be like, my God, he's being kept on the shelf. Disturbing.
Or something worse.
What's worse than being kept on a shelf?
I don't know, like kept in like a music box. That seems very bad. Like that would be haunted for sure.
Yeah, I don't know what would be worse. I mean, other than the wife just being like, honey, can you put his face on this tonight?
Ugh.
Like, I sure can. Like, hey, I'm this guy now.
A night of love at the Geens.
Mother.
Yeah, so apparently that's
fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that's just happened. But yeah, so they treated the parts of human beings as baubles to be sold for profit, and they collected thousands of dollars from 2018 through March of 2020. Typically, after Harvard finishes using a donated body for research for teaching, the body typically is returned to the family or cremated. And Lodge acknowledged removing body parts before cremation.
Wow.
So,
wow.
We got a lot of stories involving dead body parts.
Yeah, let's do a story that's not about dead bodies for a moment. It once again comes from AP News. Rescues use drone technology to find dog that escaped along the New Jersey Turnpike. So, a dog escaped from a rest stop along the New Jersey Turnpike and wandered about 25 miles before she was found safe the next day with the help of a drone.
Oh, wow.
Abby, a 9-year-old golden retriever mix, was traveling from a South Carolina shelter to a planned new home in Maine. She was one of several dogs in a van that stopped at a service area in East Brunswick around 6 a.m. Saturday. They were letting her run off, kind of run around. Mm-hmm. And Abby kind of just made a break for it, took off. Abby was equipped with a tracking tag to show her general location for volunteers with the New Jersey-based unmanned search and rescue drone team, which assists with pet and search and rescue efforts as a part of its mission. Used a thermal imaging camera in order to locate her, and she was eventually located and recovered. She was later found to have suffered a hip injury that will require surgery, but she's otherwise okay.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
good. That's very good.
It's very good. I just figured that talking about dead bodies for the last 2 segments was like pretty heavy.
Yes. Yes.
It doesn't get any lighter in this story.
So let's go ahead and talk about some cannibals and murder.
Hey, buckle in, because we're going for a ride.
Not quite. Not quite. Okay. Are we ready?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
I'm ready to dive in.
I want to announce.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Was it what I think it is? Yeah. Can I? Do you have an intro written for it?
I don't, but you are welcome.
Oh, okay. There are many places in the United States that are known for its hauntings. Places that we've talked about. Idaho, most haunted. We've talked about South Carolina, I believe. We've talked about, whole, massive amounts of places. But there's one place that we've kind of almost forgotten to talk about just because it's so massive. And Taylor today has written an episode about one of the most haunted places in America, New York. This is New York's most haunted. Was that good?
It's haunted.
Was that good vamping?
Yes.
Thanks.
Good job.
I'd like to accept this award on behalf of Haunts, Graves, and Omens.
The Haunts, Graves, and Omens iPad.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the. I like to thank the Academy.
It's not an actual iPad.
No, it's not. It's called like a.
It's not even a knockoff like a Lenovo. It's just something off of Amazon.
It's like NFTs. It's what you make it to be.
It's just a tablet.
It's an airplane. just throw it across the room. This airplane sucks.
It's whatever you make it. Absolutely not.
Let's talk about some ghosts, hey?
Yes. So we are going to start with one particular building. This building itself is as pretty as any other revivalist Greek brownstone in one of New York's most pretty neighborhoods. Built in 1856 on West 10th Street in Greenwich Village, which is now this house is now known as the House of Death.
The House of Death.
The House of Death.
This house has had many a person in it, and actually some very famous names. A famous name that we'll get into.
Who? I know who.
You know who. You were over my shoulder while I was reading about it.
Yeah, because there were some sentences where I was like, huh?
So we also have the wife of the founder of the Metropolitan Underground Railway and the Broadway Underground Railroad, Mr. James Borman Johnston. Johnston was responsible for founding a reading room, a library, and famed 10th Street Studio, which is a collective with studios, galleries, and annual funding for resident artists, which is was unique in New York City at the time. Not so much now, but it was kind of groundbreaking.
There's one thing about
time.
New York City is they're not known for their artists.
Well, they weren't then. They are now.
Yeah, they were just known for dying because of the smog and getting hit by a horse.
Okay.
I don't know. What was there to do back in New York before it was cool?
I know that they had a real issue with manure. Like, that was like a major issue in American cities. Is like, what do you do with all of the shit?
You sent it to Staten Island, New Jersey.
I also think it was probably, probably the mob was fairly popular right around then.
Yeah, probably.
So I think it was trying to deal with everything else,
out,
and then
right here.
the mob.
Just right here, dude. You can't do that. But I can do it. Gabagool. All right.
So after James Borman Johnston died, his wealthy widow moved their daughters into, wasn't called this at the time, but the House of Death in the 1880s.
I fucking hope not.
I don't know if
All right, kids, ready for cake.
willingly.
Mom, Where are we moving?
We're moving to a new house.
I love a new house. I hope it's not called like the House of Death.
It sure is.
Okay. It's just the house of getting tortured till you die.
That's the distinction.
Yeah, there you go. So the house seems to have started earning its reputation gradually after the Borman family had stopped living there. The first recorded incident of bad luck happened in 1897. Cycling celebrity Fred H. Andrew, who was the new owner and occupier of 14 West 10th Street. During his residency, as described in the New York Times of August 9th, 1897, Andrew had a moment of reckless bicycle riding.
Classic Fred behavior. Reckless bicycle behavior.
Yeah, so he ended up...
Watch this!
He ended up hitting an 8-year-old boy.
Well, he shouldn't have been in the way.
Yeah, so that was his reckless bike riding.
I hit an 8-year-old kid on a bike is so funny.
The boy suffered a broken leg, and Andrew was arrested for hitting this boy.
It's still
Whoa.
funny. It's still funny.
It doesn't make it not funny.
Fucking scooter kids, am I right?
It's like the time I almost got ran over with a lime scooter downtown is like the same kind of like vibes.
I was walking down the street and I looked up and I saw him. I saw Mr. Andrew coming down his bike and he said, "Get out of the way!"
I didn't get out of the way.
It was a whole block away, but there's nothing I could do. There was too much horse shit on the ground. I just got hit.
The way that was written, really, the way that I found that of just, he had a moment of reckless bicycle riding, just really sold it for me.
It gives me Forensic Files vibes. It's like the night of October 17th, 1963. Fred was riding a bicycle recklessly. It's like, oh shit, dude, I know what's gonna happen. And then the curveball is he hits a fucking 8-year-old kid on a bike.
Yeah, that's the curveball.
Remind me again of the year when this happened.
1897.
Oh, so it was one of them big wheel ones. There's a specific. Those are very fatal.
The way your face lit up, you were like, the big bikes?
I think they had regular.
The big bikes.
I think they had regular bicycles then.
Okay.
Yeah. It would be really funny if he was on one of those big ones and he was like, goes, you know, when I bought this bike, they said, do you want me to attach brakes? And I said, I don't need brakes. We have 8-year-old kids walking the streets. those are nature's brakes.
I mean, that's kind of like the kind of.
I guess maybe, yeah.
Kind of.
Oh, yeah.
It's a smaller version, but yes.
Yes.
So like it was the earlier bikes that were bigger and they started scaling them down a little bit because they were like, these fucking bikes are insane. I'm gonna climb a fucking ladder to get up there. Like maybe we should bring it lower to the ground. Do you think we could do smaller wheels?
I mean, they started doing like regular stuff, like the first bicycle. Let's get into bicycle talk. What a bicycle talk.
Bicycle talk.
1817 was when it was invented, and that's kind of like they were like regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I like to imagine it was one of the big ones.
So
that's awesome.
That was the first bad incident that kind of like started happening when in this house as a man fucking beamed an 8-year-old boy on a bike.
We're really hung up on it. I'm really sorry, but it's so funny. It's not funny. Like, we get it. It's, you know, that kid got hurt, but I'm sure he probably lived a long life till the age of 30, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't think that's something that you can just Google search. How long did the boy live who got hit by Fred H. Andrew?
Fred H. Andrew.
Yeah. How long did that boy live? I don't know his name. I just want to know how long he lived.
He's a Travis Pastrana of the old days.
Do you want to guess the most famous tenant? You know what? You can't guess.
Ah, damn it.
One of the Rockefellers?
Can I give him hints?
You can.
He's a famous musician.
Famous musician from way back when.
No. This is different.
Oh.
This man has a mustache.
Oh, he has a mustache?
Oh, this is
White hair.
same building though, right?
No.
Oh, shit.
Different
Wait.
Different building.
Wait.
The other building is the
Then I don't.
the one that starts with a D.
Oh.
White hair, mustache. Are you talking about Mark Twain?
It is Mark Twain.
fuck.
Mark
Okay.
Twain lived in the House of Death.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was thinking of a
hey.
different building.
You are, which is in here. You were reading this one, but you also read the other one. You just forgot about it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the most famous tenant of this house was Mark Twain.
Okay.
It was kind of at the tail end of his writing career, but like at the height of like when he was really popular. Twain, obviously, whose real name is Samuel Clemens, was a resident at the House of Death only 3 years after Fred H. Andrew had started his streak of bad luck and hitting 8-year-old boys on bikes. Not the boys on the bikes. He was on the bike. Twain only lived in the house for a little over 12 months. He was battling bankruptcy and churning out some of his rushed but classic works. Twain was noted to be a ghost skeptic, yet he did write of a clear and plain paranormal experience he had in the home, which was one evening he witnessed a large piece of wood kindling move in the air all by itself.
Whoa.
Thinking the wood was being moved by a rat that perhaps had some use for the wood, he shot at it with his gun. As you do when you think a rat is inside your house. You shoot at it.
That's the sentence I remember.
Yep, there you
go. Yep. So awesome.
Yeah.
It's like the joke that I've said time and time again when we go investigating. I'm like, like if we went to a place that we knew was like haunted like that, I would just carry a shotgun full of rock salt. Just go full, Sam and Dean Winchester, just like thump, 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 just fucking ripping rounds off. And I'll be like, I have haunted this domain for hundreds of years. And I'm like, that's really cool, champ. You ever heard of slam fires before? Boom, 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 boom.
Oh my god.
Shooting at a ghost is so awesome, dude.
Yeah, so apparently it like fell to the ground and was surrounded by a few drops of blood. I mean, it wouldn't be crazy to think it's a rat because rats outnumbered people in New York even then. But the house was not noted for having an infestation. Twain did say he was like, the blood was that of a rodent, not of a ghost. However, it wasn't like a ton of blood. So did he just evaporate the rat? He also never found a deceased rat, by the way. He shot at it.
He was just shooting.
And then there were a few drops of blood. So like he had to have it was either a ghost and he shot it and it bled, which is very odd.
Which is clearly a predator.
Very odd. Or he shot at a rat and it fucking exploded and only left a couple drops of blood. And I don't know what is funnier or worse.
I mean, in all honesty, like when you stop to think about it, whether it's a drop here or just completely red mist, like either way, that thing isn't getting the cheese, and that's a fact.
Yeah.
Whether it's a ghost or a rat, it got something.
I just imagine being in the room next door to Mark Twain. We were like, honey, did you hear that Mark Twain is next door? It's so exciting. Like, yeah, and you guys are eating like your crushed milled oats or whatever they're eating back home. and it's so nice. Like, it's crazy. Like a famous writer is like here, and then it's like, thump, and the fucking round just like zips past your head.
Yeah,
and you're like,
I want.
Oh, clearly Mark found the rats.
I wanted to know how far off the fucking neighbors were, because the friendly fire must have been crazy when it came to hunting time. Damn.
Just in the other room, hearing it with the rat before it goes off, like, be gone, demon! And like, demon, be gone! And then, like a fucking, just like a giant slug rips through the wall. Like, Oh, he's fighting ghosts again.
He's fighting ghosts again. he's not fighting demons. He's fighting his demons.
Mr. Twain, welcome to the House of Death. Are you looking for a smoking, non-smoking room? And are you looking for a shooting or non-shooting room?
I just don't like fucking rats.
Okay, shooting and smoking room. Got it.
Great. So apparently, although Twain did not have many pleasant memories of the house, he can apparently still be seen roaming the stairwell of the House of Death.
He's gonna be so annoyed, dude.
Well, yeah, but he didn't like the place. He didn't fucking die there either.
Yeah.
It's not the place he died. He was there for a fucking year.
Also, a known skeptic becomes a ghost is hilarious.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck? And then the fucking ghost rat is like harassing him for life.
You remember when you shot me? You remember that? I remember that. I was like, I was playing with a piece of wood, and then I was holding the wood. I'm like, look at this piece of wood, and then I blew up.
Man,
I blew up. It's fucking hilarious.
I'm just thinking like the karmic situation right there. Like he's going and like shooting rats, and then maybe he came back as a rat. That'd be wild.
Whoa, dude. I also was curious. I looked it up because, New York is known for having a bunch of rats.
Yeah.
So there's roughly a rat for every 2 to 4 people. So it's not a 1-for-1. There's estimated to be about 2 to 3 million rats in New York City alone.
There's a lot of rats in New York City, and they're huge. They're not little rats.
I think a pizza rat all the time.
Yeah, pizza rat was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think about all the rats in New York. That's why I can't go back there, because I have some serious convictions.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, see?
Yeah, see?
No, those rats in New York are fucking huge, and they're kind of scary.
Yeah. It's little guys.
But I think I could feed one and probably tame it and bring it home.
Yeah.
I think I can do it.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fill a suitcase full of pigeons. I'm gonna fill a suitcase.
You don't have to do that in New York. You can just do that here. There's nothing saying that you can't just grab a pigeon
Yeah, but
off the street. There's nothing saying that because they're technically not native.
No,
Yeah,
see what you're missing is my back half of my bit, which I was gonna say is I would go to New York, I'd fill a suitcase full of pigeons, right? I would travel into Canada, go through one of those like, just checkpoints, we can just drive in. I drive across the U.S. I drive back in through the Washington border, and then be like, "Do you have anything to claim?" And I'll say, "Yeah, I have some meats." And then they'll open my suitcase up, and then 40 pigeons are gonna come out.
It seems like just a lot of
Being a small enclosed room, and then 40 pigeons will come out and be like, "I never said that they were, they're fresh." So.
God,
It's all part of the big picture, guys.
I love this episode today because I've lost track of what we're talking about so many fucking times, and I have to like leave in 10 minutes anyways just to make a phone call. But the thing I was gonna say is the term squab referring to a large number of pigeons, or is that just what the food is?
That's the first time I ever heard of that. What the fuck is a squab?
You've never heard of squab?
heard of that. No.
You've never heard of squab?
Oh, squab refers to the meat of a young domestic pigeon, usually under 4 weeks old, that has never flown.
Are you eating fucking baby birds?
That's like the veal. That's like the veal of pigeons.
The word squab likely comes from Scandinavia with the Swedish dialect. Nice, that's you.
No!
Term squab, meaning loose, fat flesh.
Oh my god!
Some
Are
say
you out here eating baby fucking birds, dude?
No, fuck no.
Some say squab tastes like dark chicken when cooked
Chicken?
when cooked using dry meat methods like grilling, pan roasting, or roasting. Squab can be cooked quickly until the meat is firm and the juices run clear. Basting with fat can keep it moist.
Oh my fucking god! Wow, I learned something new today.
Let's get a close up real quick. This is what squab looks like. Or I'll fucking.
Oh, that looks like chicken nuggets.
Those are baby birds.
Those are baby birds.
Baby birds.
Those
baby
are baby
nuggets.
pigeons. We did pigeons so dirty, and then we just fucking eat them when they're less than 4 weeks old. What the fuck is happening?
Bill, next time you come over, I'll have some fresh squab for you.
Okay, thank you. I was gonna say, life is what you make it, and it's like if we faced a chicken shortage, I think I would eat squab at McDonald's. I would because I know that there would be enough safety taken in mind to make a tasty treat for me. And I would get 6 of them and I'd eat them with barbecue sauce. That's what I would do.
Bill's eating pigeons.
Yeah.
So, let's continue.
Anyways,
Wow.
that's a lot of. We had a lot of emotions just now.
A lot of emotion.
Is the people who own the squab? Is that the squabia?
It's the squab squad.
Squab mafia.
Yeah. Yeah, squab. Let's see. We got bits for days today.
That's what we do.
So apparently, in the House of Death, subsequent occupants have seen Mark Twain's visage trudging up and down the stairs, commonly considered the most haunted section of the home. He may also be responsible for disembodied marching sounds that have been heard everywhere in the vacated parts of the house. One notable Twain encounter was reported in the late 1930s. I forgot how to read for a second. By 1937, the house on the West 10th Street had been converted into a co-op building made of 10 spacious condo apartments.
Oh, of course.
One of the residents shortly thereafter the building's transformation, a mother and her daughter bumped into Twain's ghost perched on a window seat. He nonchalantly approached the pair and said, "My name is Clemens, and I have a problem here I gotta settle." Before he just fucking gone. What?
That's pretty cool.
I wanted to help you. And there you went.
Mark Twain just was like, I got a fucking problem, bro. I got a problem.
I got a problem here I want to settle.
And then
I got to settle.
Absolutely nothing about it. Just fucking vanishes. So he never shared what problem he needed to settle.
Getting followed by ghost rats.
Some suspect that it was like financial trouble because like he was in bankruptcy when he was in this house. So like he had problems. Some of them might have been ghost rats.
Ghost rats.
It's also kind of like a weird, like, kind of mystery why Mark Twain is at this house when he died in Danbury, Connecticut.
Yeah.
Not in New York, but he appears there so often that it's kind of just like a weird, like, oh, Mark Twain's here. Like, no one knows and no one can really figure it out. They just kind of...
Well, there's one thing I do know for certain. Coming this summer for the director of The Conjuring, Mark Twain is Ghost Rat.
Ghost rat.
He's Ghost Rat?
I have financial problems, and I'm haunted by ghost rats. Samuel L. Jackson is Mark Twain.
I'm tired of these motherfucking rats in this motherfucking house.
Thank you, Bill.
So good. I like that. That was really good.
I do what I can.
That was amazing.
So apparently Jan Bryant Bartell and her daughter ended up taking residency of a spacious apartment on the top floor in 1957. The famous actress, psychic, and writer moved into the apartment, which once housed the servants. Bartell reported almost immediately that, quote, a monstrous moving shadow would follow her around the house. One time she writes that she had seen a ghostly figure of a man standing in a hall. Bravely, she reached out and tried to touch whatever she was seeing. She felt something, but nothing like she'd felt before. She described it as, quote, a substance without substance, chilly, damp, diaphanous as a marsh mist or a cloud of ether. I could feel my fingers freeze at the tips. They were numb and yet they tingled, and in the split second between contact and recoil, the scent came. Fragile and languorous and sweet, unbearingly, cloyingly sweet.
Ooh.
So, weird.
That is pretty weird.
The fact that she was just like, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's
Girlie, you brave as hell.
that's what I do every time I see an ominous dark mist. I just go, "What is that? Give me that. Let me touch that.
Give me
Yeah,
that.
I want to touch
I want
it.
to touch that. I am a spectral entity beyond your comprehension.
Can I touch?
I'm gonna touch that real quick. Let me see that. Can I see that?
Going games on your phone.
I want
You got any games on your Ghost phone? Do you play Ghost Rider on your Ghost phone?
Dude, Ghost Play Store must be popping, bro.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna do this real quick. Damn, girl, you thick as fuck. I don't care. You a ghost. Let me grab at that real
Let me
quick.
grab at that.
Get you. Let me
grab
get
at
you. Ooh, damn.
So the unusual scent was not the only odd and bitter scents that the Bartell family had reported smelling during their time at the House of Death. Food not purchased by them and already rotting as if it had been sitting around for days would suddenly appear at the table.
Weird.
Yeah.
So that's pretty fucking strange.
No one appreciates my grocery shopping.
You're right. It's rotting.
Yeah.
You guys need to eat this shit faster.
You don't understand how hard it is to go and find fresh avocados when you don't have hands.
Yeah, I'm sure avocados were really popular in the 1800s.
I don't know.
Or I guess this is 1957. Were avocados popular in 1957?
No, they're probably eating like fucking.
I know there's a big
They're
push to
probably
get
like,
them from
probably like
Mexico.
hammers and milled wheat.
I think avocados were a bit too like fancy for people at the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
1980s, 1990s when they became popular. So
okay.
Oh yeah. So I feel like an avocado would definitely be like, oh, this is not a common thing. Like, where did you manage to dig this thing up from?
I mean, it's the 1950s, so everything was probably honestly in aspic.
Yes.
like that's it. It's ham and aspic. That's about it. That's all you got in the 1950s. I don't think there was anything
I
else.
feel like it's a lot of gelatin's gonna be involved.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
aspic.
Yeah, they're eating a lot of meat, and potatoes, and canned goods. A lot of meatloaf. So that's kind of cool. Everything would exactly what I just said.
Bananas with ham on top and then cheese on top.
Yeah.
That.
And then a cup of hammers.
What?
What?
Anyways, their small animals would also become aggressive for no reason, as if disturbed by invisible enemies in the building. Bartell was a true believer and took the proactive step of, quote, employing a paranormal expert to investigate what could be causing the terrifying realities for the scared residents. The investigator confirmed what the couple had believed from the start. The investigator proclaimed that there were upward of 22 spirits at the House of Death. Besides Mark Twain, he additionally mentioned a woman in a white dress, a young girl, and a gray cat.
Oh. This house is clean.
It wasn't a mouse, it was the gray cat.
It was a great cat.
Aha!
You should shooting at cats.
And now Mark Twain has a gray cat who haunts him forever.
Wow.
Oh.
It's kind of better.
Yeah, there is definitely an irony there, though.
Yeah.
Like you didn't go after the prey, you went after the hunter.
Yeah.
You remember when you shot me? I have a problem haunted by this ghost cat. Coming this summer, the director of The Conjuring.
Ghost cat.
Comes Samuel Clemens as Ghost Cat.
So Bartell actually ended up deciding to write about her experiences in the home and a manuscript documenting her psychic experiences with the paranormal while living at 14 West 10th Street, titled Spindrift, Spray from a Psychic Sea. Yep, that's the name.
I'm going to spray my psychic seed, dude. That's...
Sea?
Yeah, is that what it is?
S-E-A.
Oh, C.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the book was actually pretty well received and has received many favorable reviews. Bartell had wrote of experiencing visions and of hearing many unexplainable sounds around the house. In fact, like she just like kind of just goes on about all the things that she experienced in the home.
Mm-hmm. All the spectral anomalies, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then after all of that, Bartel had actually died shortly after completing the manuscript in what one might consider mysterious circumstances. She was a sufferer of depressive episodes, and there were rumors of suicide attempts. So her death was... They don't really know what happened. There was not a whole lot about her death. Just... It was very odd that, like, in the house of death, then there was no explanation for her death.
Yeah.
Other than, like, maybe it was suicide. Which is very odd to be like, I'm going to write this whole thing and then I'm going to fucking die.
Maybe she was whacked by the ghost, dude.
Mark Twain said no more.
It was the ghost cat.
And the ghost rat.
And the ghost hat.
And the ghost mat.
With the ghost bat. This podcast sucks.
I can't keep going. I'm done. So one event put the status of the house in position of few doubters. On November 2nd of 1987, New York City witnessed a genuine tragedy at the House of Death. And I'm going to stick a little trigger warning in here. This next part involves some abuse of children and the death of a child. So if that is too much, you can skip ahead. Just putting that out there. So this is it involves the murder of Lisa Nussbaum. So around 6:40 a.m. 9/11? 911. Wow, I can't read. 911 operators got a phone call from children's author and editor Hedda Nussbaum stating that her 6-year-old daughter Lisa wasn't breathing. So an ambulance was sent to the Greenwich residence right away. When the paramedics arrived, they were greeted by a very disturbing scene. They found Lisa lying naked, unresponsive on the kitchen floor. Her brother Mitchell was tied to a playpen.
Whoa.
And soaked in his own urine. Nussbaum herself was covered with bruises and had several broken bones. Investigators discovered marijuana, cocaine, and over 20 crack pipes and $25,000 in cash at the apartment.
$25,000 in cash?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the 20 crack pipes, you probably need like maybe 2 at most. But you have $25,000, you can't just like, I don't know, leave your kids in the care of someone else?
No.
That's crazy.
Apparently not. Paramedics were unable to revive Lisa Nussbaum on their way to the hospital, and an autopsy later revealed that the cause of her death was repeated blunt force trauma to the skull. Hedda Nussbaum and lawyer Joel Steinberg, Lisa's father, were both arrested and subsequently charged with first-degree murder. Apparently, it was after a cocaine binge that Joel Steinberg violently abused both Lisa and his wife. Hedda Nussbaum avoided a charge in exchange for testimony against Joel Steinberg, where a jury found him guilty of manslaughter in the second degree and sentenced him to a term in jail. Upon his release in 2004, Joel Steinberg left law and took construction jobs. Honestly, he should still be in prison, in my opinion, but...
Yeah, that's the criminal justice system for you. Always,
I like punching things.
Yeah, apparently. Haunted set.
Definitely isn't because I'm an idiot. So yeah, he just got out of law because I don't know if you know this. It's really hard to get a job as a lawyer when you are charged with second-degree manslaughter.
Rumor has it.
Crazy that happened. So that kind of like adds to more like just death in the house. The happenings of the House of Death kind of started to spread to neighboring houses on the street. In the apartment complex next door, residents had started to notice flickering lights. And several residents reported a ghostly female figure in a long gown wandering a corridor, as I think is customary with any haunted building, is like there has to be a woman in a long gown.
There's always a woman in a long gown. It's always called like the lady in white, the lady in blue. It's always walking around. Just
what about
fucking
the lady in rainbow? Where's that one?
Portland. Here. It's here. Is that a good bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That got me.
I would love that, dude. I want to be like, I would love to have a haunting like that. I think that'd just be the best. Like, I can't, like, can you imagine like like RuPaul's Drag Race, but it's a haunted attraction? You know how awesome that'd be?
That'd be pretty funny.
That'd be awesome.
I like that. So a resident photographer had apparently been seeing her float through doors for more than 20 years. So apparently the whole fucking area is just haunted. The house itself is still very elegant and well proportioned. And from the outside, you really wouldn't know what has happened in that house. You know, you wouldn't know that it is apparently haunted by Mark Twain and a ghost cat and a woman in a long dress who also frequents next door.
Yeah, that's a lot of hauntings in one place.
It's very weird.
That's just our first location of this, too.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
I'm about to get even more haunted.
But apparently, so like the house is currently in private ownership, and the building is resided in today and continues to add stories of hauntings to the legends of paranormal activity in the House of Death. The stairwell continues to be just a nexus of ghostly activity in the building, and the dark and wide antique stairs are often where the ghosts make a lot of their appearances because they have to be dramatic. I think that's like a requirement when you become a ghost is you have to like have the drama and come down at like a big dark staircase.
That's what I would do as a ghost. You know?
I think you just have to.
Just like lightning flashes outside, you know, thunder is like, and then just like, you know, this place is really haunted. And you know that? And then it flashes again. And you're there. And then just be like, hello, welcome to hell. Like, that's exactly what I imagine.
Yeah. So we are now going to talk about our next location.
Okay.
This is called the Dakota.
The Dakota. Oh, this is the one I know.
This is the one you're thinking of.
Yeah.
So, on the Upper West Side of New York, at the time that this building was made and built, it was largely undeveloped when Edward Cabot Clark decided to build his apartment building there. If that name sounds familiar to any of you, that would be because he was the head of the Singer Manufacturing Company. May not sound familiar to you, but Singer sewing machines?
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
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 So he the head of that made this apartment building.
Yes.
Interesting.
I actually
Explains why they're so fucking hard to work with. Explains why it pisses me off every single time I have to work with one.
I tried to teach him how to use my sewing machine. It didn't go very well.
It went well
okay.
enough. Yeah.
It's just they are finicky.
Yeah.
It's not that you were doing bad. It's just a sewing machine. If you show any fear, they know.
I didn't show fear, dude. I was a big brave dog. I was a big brave dog, and there's nothing. I was fine.
The problem with a sewing machine is I don't know if you've ever worked with one. If you're hesitant at all, they pick up on it, and then they just don't work well. My sewing machine, I have to come in confident as hell. Yeah. Otherwise, things not fucking.
That sewing machine couldn't handle me. That was the problem.
So I am familiar with them, and I want to get this on the record. For I believe it was either my 11th or 12th it was like my 11th or 12th Christmas that I had.
Yeah.
My grandma got me a sewing machine because I made a pillow with her, and I had a lot of fun with it. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed. I get what you're saying about how they will do what they got to do, and I remember when I opened it up, I looked really shocked, and I didn't really know what to think, and everybody in the room was kind of like, I don't think he really likes that. And for me, I want her to know I loved that gift, but it was like anything where it's like giving me a new hobby. If I don't go out and get that stuff, I'm probably not going to mesh with it. And it's like, I am eternally grateful for that thought. But at the same time, though, I was like, I wasn't gonna go into fashion. That was not gonna be my thing. I wasn't gonna be Mr. Sewer, but I will always appreciate that and take those sewing machines serious.
No, they're
Camera cuts away from Bill, cuts back, and he's like in one of those like this like Paris like fashion like outfits. He's like, yeah, I didn't take it that serious.
Yeah, no, those sewing machines, man. If you're hesitant at all, they pick up on it.
Mm-hmm.
My other problem is if I work my sewing machine for too long, if I'm like making a really big project. I made a quilt not too long ago, and I could get about 3 or 4 hours in before like my sewing machine just was like done.
Mm-hmm.
It's an inanimate object, but
Right.
somehow it has a will and it has a way, and I don't quite understand. Don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they were easier to use, but they are a pain in the ass.
Welcome back to Sewing Machine Talk. I'm your host, Frederick Graves. Put on some smooth jazz and buckle in.
People need to know that sewing machines have a mind of their own, even if they are an inanimate object.
The rating of the show is so.
That joke was so.
Yes, very much so.
Every day, I can fully understand why Marvin Heemeyer did what he did.
You know what? I don't like this program. I keep being called a knitter. I don't understand it.
No, Bill, I think you just have a hearing problem.
Oh my goodness!
All the old white ladies.
A bunch of white sheets. I don't get it here. Where's the color?
Oh my god.
It's getting warm in here.
Anyways, so Edward Cabot Clark ended up hiring architect Henry Janeway Hardenberg for his plans. Hardenberg was also famous for the Plaza Hotel and the Waldorf Astoria.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
So, dude's got a lot of good buildings.
Mm-hmm.
He makes good plans for these buildings.
Yeah.
So because of its remoteness, the building was named the Dakota after the remote and sparsely populated region that covered Nebraska, Minnesota, and Idaho.
The Dakotas, yeah.
The Dakota name was derived from the Dakota Indians, a branch of the Sioux tribe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it was named after. The construction of the building started in October of 1980. Nope, not 1980, 1880. Very different.
Very different.
Different times. But it wasn't finished until October of 1884. He actually died before the Dakota was fully built.
Ah.
So he never even got to live in the building. All the apartments were let before the building was even finished. But it was a long-term drain on the fortune of Clark and his heirs.
His hairs?
His heirs. His heirs.
And his hairs.
Yes. No expense was spared because the Dakota had to be perfect. Hardenberg's design of the Dakota does not really resemble a specific architectural style. Some refer to it as German Renaissance, but it also contains French features. I was looking into it, and they call it all sorts of fucking things.
Mm-hmm.
But usually German Renaissance. The building itself is square and built around a large courtyard. It has a large arched entrance, which was big enough for, at the time, horse-drawn carriages to enter.
Wow.
Its pointy roof and high gables are richly decorated. Inside, there were originally 16 apartments. Some had 4 rooms, others had 20 rooms. No apartment was identical, and the ceilings were up to 14 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
So...
Especially for that era, that's insane.
Also,
That's some high-end shit.
an apartment with 20 rooms?
Yeah, that's an apartment. Why do the apartments in Portland are so expensive?
Every apartment in Portland comes with 20 rooms. It's definitely not $2,000 for a studio.
I mean, I would think an apartment with 20 rooms would be like what it would be like if they ever opened up commercial properties for cheap housing, like they talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been in a place that had 20 rooms in it.
Yeah.
Like,
Ever?
That is a real ritzy place.
jail.
You've never been in a hotel?
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever been to one.
No, never. Not once.
I'm not allowed to go into those places.
I'm more of
Hotels?
a, more of a motel kind of guy.
Yeah.
More of an inn kind of guy.
I'm sure there's
What's
still
in?
20 rooms.
I'm in like a place that you like
Like the outdoor walk-up inns? Like a motel?
yeah. Like a place where you listen to Black Hole Sun and overdose in. Like that kind of place.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
In my eye.
Don't worry about the grungy looks. Grunge will be playing.
Someone will be listening to grunge.
So the floors were inlaid with mahogany, oak, and cherry. The upper floors, specifically the 10th floor, there was a gymnasium and a playroom, but those were later converted into more apartments. The building also contained a central dining room where large dinner parties could be held. The central kitchen sent food to apartments by using dumbwaiters. Not smart waiters, dumb waiters.
Boo.
Yeah, you're welcome. I thought you were gonna make a joke about it, but you didn't, so I did.
You know, it's that low hanging fruit, and
I know.
I'm sitting down and I'm too fat to reach up and grab it. So.
So the apartments are accessible by the staircase and elevator. The Dakota also has a private garden, a tennis court, and a croquet field.
I am way too poor to be even hearing about this place.
Oh, just you wait. But also any apartment that has a fucking croquet field that's a rich person place. Like,
Yes.
I don't even know. My grandma tried to get me to play croquet once, and I was like, we're white, but I don't think we're that white or that rich. Like, I don't think we can do this. Like, I think we need to hit a certain status first. So the Dakota has kind of always drawn creative and famous people. Through the years, it's had several notable residents, but it's not easy to get a spot in the Dakota. The board judges each application. Some requests have been denied, like ones from Billy Joel, Antonio Banderas, and Melanie Griffith. They were all denied.
Oh,
This
shit,
place
okay.
was like, you're not good enough to be here. To Antonio Banderas
That's literally the worst thing I've ever heard.
and Billy Joel. They were like, you can't be here.
So, like, you come back when you've starred in Spy Kids.
No piano man's here. No way.
Like,
Get out of here, piano man.
there was one name that I was reading that I was like, what the fuck? It's just, I don't understand how they were like, oh, you can't be here.
You can't live here.
Madonna and Cher were denied from the Dakota.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like,
Denied Madonna.
yeah, they were like, no, you can't be here. We don't want you here. We don't want Madonna. We don't want Cher. fucking share, dude. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, that's insane.
So, like, that just is to, like, explain
How selective this place
how,
is.
like, this place is incredibly hard to get into.
Yeah.
The board at one point was even accused of only allowing people with money into the building, which, yeah, they are.
Yes.
I don't even think you can, like, accuse them of that. That's just a fact.
I'm going to go up and just throw a handful of nickels at him and be like, keep the change. I got money.
So there are actually, we do know some of the people who were lucky enough to get a place in the Dakota, such as Boris Karloff, Harlan Coben, Judy Garland, John Madden.
John Madden, baby.
The John Madden.
The John Madden.
Not.
It's all about the football.
And then, of course, we have John Lennon, Yoko Ono, and their son, Sean. This, of course, is the place where John Lennon was actually murdered at the main entrance of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean I've seen that building because they show it on tours when you go to Central Park, but that's pretty wild.
The place is ritzy as hell.
Yeah.
You look at it and you're like, I think I'm too poor to look at the building.
Oh,
like,
sure.
I can't.
God,
I should look this way.
I'm too poor to get murdered in front of that place.
I'm too poor to get murdered right now. Like, like I think that's the vibe going on right now.
When I think about spots over there too, it still amazes me that the tallest residential building, that big like cube building that's like super skinny.
Yeah, it's like 212 Park Place, whatever.
Yes, that place is notorious for causing damage when people drop their trash because there's no break in that fall. So it'll just go 90 floors down, and when it hits the bottom, it sends like shock waves through the building because it's like a tungsten rod just hitting the earth.
I'm good on that. I don't like heights to begin with, and I just can't imagine like you get there and like elevators out.
Elevators out, you gotta take the stairs.
Like, oh.
I'll see you in a year.
Day 53. I'm on floor 60. 30 more to go.
Yeah. So this is the building that we're talking about. So on December 8th of 1980, Mark David Chapman murdered John Lennon at the main entrance of the Dakota.
The musician?
Mark David Chapman, yeah.
Do you know about that, Bill?
No.
Okay, let's sidebar real quick. So Mark David Chapman got released from prison last year or the year before last, something like that, 3 years ago. And while he was in prison, he had been working on music. And so he tried to go on tour to go do his music. Mm-hmm. And people were like...
If he was a part of a tribute Beatles
dude,
group, that would be wild.
Just do one Beatles song.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he he tried to go on tour, and then I had to cancel a bunch of dates.
Didn't work out
all his dates, to be specific, because people were a little upset because he shot John Lennon.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
Not usually.
Hearing that too, that transpired on my birthday, because my birthday is December 8th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Well, yeah, thank you.
Happy birthday, John Lennon's dead. Did they remind you that of every year when you were a kid?
Older folks would. Older folks would all the time.
It was my birthday. Yeah, John Lennon died today.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different guy. Not Mark David Chapman. Who's the other guy? Maybe I'm thinking Mark David Chapman. But Mark David Chapman is famously linked to mindless self-indulgence.
Oh, good. That's always good.
Yeah.
Mindless self-indulgence is...
I'm thinking of the man who shot Reagan, I think.
I don't know. But nonetheless, being associated with mindless self-indulgence is something that everybody wants to be associated with. They've definitely never done anything wrong, ever.
I'm thinking of John Hinckley Jr.
John Hinckley Jr.
Not Mark David Chapman. John Hinckley Jr. is the one I was thinking of.
Yep.
and he's the one that got out and started making music.
Well,
Mark David Chapman, John Hinckley Jr. Same.
yeah.
Same, but different.
Different.
Yeah. Very different.
Thanks, Bill.
So apparently, like, Chapman had been a music lover, but he was also mentally disturbed. He had shot Lennon 4 times in the back and in the shoulder, and Lennon had died right there on the stairs. So when John Lennon was actually still alive, he saw a ghost at the Dakota.
Yeah, Yoko Ono.
You made that joke last night. I didn't laugh then. I'm not laughing now.
Yeah. I knew it was going to make Bill laugh.
Yeah, I know. I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor read that to me last night. I said that exact same joke, and she still didn't laugh.
I'm laughing more about the fact I didn't laugh.
Yeah. It's a good joke, dude. I don't know what you want from me. It's a funny joke.
He referred to this lady as the crying lady ghost.
I can't, dude.
He saw her shortly before he was killed. Stop it. John Lennon actually himself haunts the Dakota as well. He was seen at the entrance of the building where he was shot. A woman and a man both saw him at the same time. They recognized Lennon immediately, and there was a strange glow around him.
That's awesome.
They wanted to approach him. Mm-hmm. But they didn't because of a certain expression on his face, which was probably pretty pissed off. He was fucking shot in the front of his building.
Was he saying, Yoko, oh no?
No.
Okay.
He was not. You're
God.
It's so easy to make Bill laugh, I feel.
I'll tell you why.
It's hilarious.
I laugh at comedy. I laugh at comedians. I laugh at my own jokes, but nobody laughs at my jokes. That's just the way it goes.
Oh, man. Yoko Ono also saw her late husband. She saw him sitting behind the piano in their apartment, and apparently he looked at her and said, "Don't be afraid. I'm still with you."
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that is
That's
nice.
very wholesome.
That is wholesome.
You gonna make fun of Yoko Ono again?
Literally every chance I get. I think of when the Beatles were playing live on TV and they gave her a mic and they cut the mic off because she was just screaming into it.
Yeah, she was pissed.
Just doing that over again, so they cut her mic, so she's in the background going.
Yeah, she was mad. Well, that's part of the reason that like now on like live, live tapings, mm-hmm. They cut. It's all like what is it? Lip synced.
Yeah.
That's part of why. It's because of Yoko Ono doing that.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like that's why most like Jimmy Fallon and whatever, they're all fucking lip syncing.
I was gonna say like I know that I knew of that, and I also knew that another reasoning why the FCC came down so hard is because of Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big one.
There's been a lot of like performances where people do things. I want to say it was Fleetwood Mac. They were told that they couldn't do live vocals, and they were all pretty pissed about it. So they were all just not. They were not having a good time.
I don't know. The best one of all time was Rage. We're getting off track again. Best one of all time was Rage Against the Machine, saying you couldn't do this one song.
System of a Down was good too.
Yeah,
they were told that they couldn't do it.
Yeah. Well, Rage was they did "Fuck You," won't do what you tell me. And they said you can't do that song. Do a different song. They said okay, and so they played that song anyway.
I would expect that. I would expect that. It's very good. Good, clean Christian fun.
It is clean Christian fun. And that's what it's all about here in Hot Crazy. And clean Christian fun. Don't look at all the Satan stuff on my side.
Let's look at my side. It got bones.
Big old pile of them bones.
Big old pile of them bones.
Bone.
That is kind of wholesome though, like because I mean I think
Bug.
of the bug. I think of the amount of spectral energy that it would take in order to have John Lennon appear like that. that's a lot of like energy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you think about it, there probably was a lot of residual energy just
From the murder.
Yeah.
But just appearing like that is pretty wild.
Yeah.
Husband and wife both seeing at the same time. We had our experience we told on the show about us seeing the cowboy ghost, and we saw completely different things, but we were side by side. So pretty interesting.
Yeah. There's also the spirit of Judy Holliday. When the actress died, her apartment was renovated, and the men working at her apartment felt as if they were being watched very closely, which she probably was just like, what the fuck y'all doing?
What y'all doing?
What y'all doing? There's also a little girl spirit that haunts the building. She's a regular visitor, and many have seen her. She's usually seen on the lower floor windows, but other floors as well. The girl wears like kind of time period clothing, has blonde hair, and sometimes she's bouncing a red ball. Most of the time, she just smiles and waves at people, but she also does speak. Once she had told a resident that it was her birthday.
Oh.
It's kind of a wholesome little kid ghost.
Happy birthday, ghost. And in case Judy Holliday sound familiar, she was an extra in the 1938 film Too Much Johnson.
Too Much Johnson.
Don't laugh.
I won't laugh. I won't laugh. What is it? Do you know anything more about the movie?
Yeah, it was a comedy film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was actually written and directed by Orson Welles.
Oh.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, she was an extra. She played an extra.
Oh,
That's
okay.
kinda cool.
Okay.
So.
Tight.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also bring up the fact that, like, she was in Born Yesterday, or Bells Are Ringing, or Adam's Rib.
Too Much Johnson.
Or the Solid
Too
Gold
Much
Cadillac, or the Marrying Kind. Like, she's been in more
Too
than
Much Johnson.
Too Much Johnson.
I didn't want to talk about the fact that she had a leading role. I just want to talk about the fact she was an extra in a movie called Too Much Johnson.
That's probably one of her first movies, too.
Yeah, it was.
So the Dakota also houses what has been described as a creepy ghost. This ghost is usually seen by workers, but also residents. It is a male spirit with an adult body and the head of a young boy.
What?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I don't like that. He doesn't speak. He just watches and then disappears. So he's a voyeur.
Yeah.
Is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing
watcher.
is that he's a voyeur. Because holy shit. That sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
A grown man's body and a boy's head on top of... No.
Now,
None of
I
that's
imagine
correct.
the little girl ghost going up and being like, "It's my birthday," and you're like, "Happy birthday," and she disappears, and you're like, "Whoa!" And then you look up, and there's the body of a man in the face of a boy going, "It's my birthday."
Pass.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
You're so scary. Bill, it's my birthday, Bill. Bill, it's my birthday.
Are you gonna kill me if I don't get you a gift?
I don't know, but it's my birthday.
I just think of those toys from the first Toy Story hanging out with Sid.
Oh, I lost my spot. God damn it.
It's my birthday.
It's the ghouls. They're trying to get you.
Yeah, so there's also a ghost in the basement. That's supposedly like items move around, even like heavy furniture.
Okay.
Some claim he's the spirit of Edward Cabot Clark because I don't understand this. He wears a wig, has a short beard, long nose, and wire glasses.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's probably Edward Cabot Clark because he wears a wig. Huh?
Well, obviously, yeah.
Okay. Anyways, Clark, since he never lived in the Dakota, some people believe that's why he haunts it, is because he never got to live there and see his dream come true. So, that's
Like, is that like the equivalent then of like not being able to get into the Roxbury or something.
Yeah,
They're just
like-
banging your ghost head through the wall like, hey guys, let me in. I want to party too.
Probably, yeah. I mean, why is he stuck in the fucking basement? Is my
Yeah.
fucking question. Why is he down there? Can you built the place. Can you not go upstairs and be less creepy?
The other ghost said that it was his birthday, so I came down here. It's my birthday.
It's my birthday.
Get away
And then
from
they
him.
never let you leave.
Don't talk to that ghost anymore.
don't talk to him anymore. It's like R. Kelly trapped in the closet or something.
It's like, yeah, don't talk to him anymore. He's
To the closet.
we don't
Dude.
talk to him.
Bro, I'm saying this right now. If you've never watched the music video for that, it gets more and more and more and more unhinged. It's like a 30-minute movie for one song. It's crazy.
Well, you know,
We still got one more place.
one more
Okay,
place.
One more place. Let's dive in.
This is called the Morris Jumel Mansion.
We've only covered 3 places. We're going to have to come back to New York.
We are gonna have to come back to New York. There's also an asylum that I wanted to talk about, but I was like, I didn't have enough time to really deep dive into.
That would have
the
been too
asylum.
crazy. Nothing? Come on. Fuck, man. God.
It's just such a shame that it wasn't on a wide shot because I just slowly turned and looked at Taylor.
It's okay, because my gaze was directly at Bill, and I looked so unamused. I already know it. I couldn't see my
Oh,
face.
Oh, I
God.
get it because it's an asylum.
Yes. Oh God. I've worn out my like piss poor jokes. I'm just gonna sit here in silence.
He was doing that shit to me last night. We were watching the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Yeah.
And I would like make a joke about the bite of 87, and I would be quiet for like fucking like 30 seconds. And then he's just like, the bite? And I'm like right here.
I know how to make Taylor laugh because there was a thing I was doing on H.G.O for a while where like Taylor would say something to me and I'd get really quiet and just go, what? You know, it still makes her laugh. And so I know that if I just pause and I just say something like that, then it makes her laugh. So she'd be like, it's the bite of 87. And then I would just turn and be like, the bite?
The bite?
It takes her out. I don't know.
It was really funny.
I don't know why that makes her laugh, but it
I
makes
don't
me
know.
laugh every time.
It's funny.
The Dakota? See, not as funny.
Not quite as funny, but it got a chuckle out of me.
What?
God damn it. So the Morris Jumel Mansion is the oldest surviving house in Manhattan. And the Morris Jumel Mansion has borne witness to much of New York City's rich and diverse history. It was built in 1765 for the Morris family, the original property located on the ancestral homeland of the Lenape people. Comprises 50 modern city blocks. It was
Holy shit.
Oh, that's a big
huge.
place.
It's not as big now, but it was fucking 50 city blocks big.
Yeah.
That's like 10 more than 40 city blocks.
Yeah,
Yes.
it sure was.
Thanks, guys.
The house actually later served as the headquarters for General George Washington,
I think I've heard of him.
as well as the British military
Great
and
teeth.
Hessian troops during the American Revolution. Yeah?
Yes.
Definitely weren't made of wood or anything.
No, they weren't made of wood. It's actually far darker.
I know.
Yes.
I know they were. So the Morrises were loyalists, which are colonial citizens loyal to the crown with no desire to declare their independence. This, unsurprisingly, did not make them very popular residents.
No.
When you're a loyalist to...
Oh, you go around with all your freedoms, and I know you live on all the land and do whatever you want, and I'm too busy giving all my money to my mommy, the queen.
Go save the queen.
Yeah, so that didn't make them super duper
I was
popular.
the king then, but you know whatever.
You know.
Who cares?
Who cares?
But so then, became the headquarters by the British Army during the Revolutionary War.
Mm-hmm.
Still, amusingly enough, it was also used by what would be future President George Washington.
Once again, I think I've heard of that guy before.
Probably. Maybe. He's pretty underground, actually.
Yeah.
He's never even been to the state of Washington. That's pretty lame.
That is pretty lame.
Imagine a place named after you just don't go, dude. What a poser, dude.
What
Like, how rude can you be? They named a place after you.
They should have dug up his bones and brought him there.
Yeah, literally. So perhaps
He's like Exodia.
Yeah.
perhaps the indignity coupled with the fact that the loyalist cause lost during the revolution. I don't know if y'all know that. The Brits didn't win.
Yeah, otherwise we'd be eating mushy peas right now.
Beans on toast.
Beans on toast.
Fucking gross. Blood sausage? No, thank you.
Go for some blood sausage.
No, I'll pass. So this it prompted the Morris family to sell the property to a new group of owners who were the Earl family. They actually turned it into a successful hotel and bar. And the house was a tavern until 1810 when the Jumel family purchased it. The Jumels were a high-class family and wasted no time bringing the house up to their standards. They made very, very expensive renovations and turned the home into a mansion. The Jumels were no longer content to lease the property, so they used it as a private residence. By all accounts, it was quite the place, and its ostentatiousness caught the eye of a very famous individual. Does anyone want to take a guess?
Say New York, right?
He's
Famous. What year am we kind of looking at?
After 1810.
Famous individual after 1810. Lil Uzi Vert.
No. Are either of you theater nerds enough?
I know what a theater is.
There's a whole musical.
Hamilton?
Yes, it's someone in Hamilton.
Okay.
Who do you think it is?
Is it Hamilton?
No.
Then I don't know.
This individual was Aaron Burr.
Oh,
Aaron Burr.
Aaron Burr.
Bill Burr.
Yeah, I was like, is he
Bill
related?
Burr, Aaron Burr. Yeah, so Aaron Burr ended up, he was a founding father and a fierce rival of Alexander Hamilton, as we all know if you've watched the musical Hamilton. He became obsessed with the Morris Jumel mansion, though more specifically, he became obsessed with one of the Jumels who lived there, Eliza. She was a socialite of the Jumel family and the one he fell in love with. She seemed to return his affections and married him just 14 months after her first husband died.
Well, gotta move on.
It's the times. They kind of were like, he died, so I can go on. Stephen was killed in a mysterious accident where he was stabbed by a pitchfork.
Doesn't seem that mysterious.
I was like, that doesn't seem that
They
mysterious.
don't know how he got stabbed with a pitchfork.
I was gonna do a whole bit that he got hit by a bicycle, but
No, he got stabbed by a fucking pitchfork instead.
No, they're jousting with pitchforks, and he was the one that lost.
yeah. But you can't hit me with that pitchfork.
I want to play Greek gods, and you be Poseidon, and I'll be Kronos. Like,
I looked over at Taylor's nose, fully pressed against the mic, and her nose is up like a little kid waiting to ask if you're getting games on your phone.
same concept.
I'll meet you on Mount Olympus.
And by Mount Olympus, I mean that haystack over there. And you're gonna stand there. I'm gonna throw this at you as hard as I can. Okay.
Don't cry. Don't tell mom.
Don't forget your Kronos. You can't get upset what happens to you.
Yeah, we were playing like Olympic gods, and you lost. So. Wait, you need a new husband or something?
So, rumors abound that Eliza was having an affair with Burr while married to Stephen.
Shocking.
There were, however, other more sinister rumors that Eliza planned the accident and even undid Stephen's bandages at night to hasten his demise.
Whoa, dude.
However, Burr's new marriage was not a happy one. He had refined tastes, but piss poor money management skills. He was not good at it. He wanted all the fine things in life. However, what he could afford was not the fine things.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a fucking trailer in a trailer park. Like that's kind of like his money amount.
Mm-hmm.
But he wanted, the lavish lifestyle. He did not quite get it.
I live in the single wide, but I drive a Ferrari every day.
But pretty much, yeah, actually. Jamel was the wealthy one between them, and he burned through her money so fast. They don't tell you that in Hamilton, do they?
It's because homie had hot hands in the dice game.
I'm going to be so for real. I've not actually watched Hamilton. I know it, but I don't know it.
Hey. We're all friends here. I haven't either.
How about you?
I don't know how to read. So.
Okay, that doesn't... You don't have to know how to read
we
to
talking about?
watch a musical.
The Bite?
I was gonna say, if you don't know how to read, bro, you do a really good job of coming up with stuff on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of like Bela Lugosi in Dracula. You know what I mean? Nobody understand that reference? Bela Lugosi didn't speak English.
Yeah.
Oh.
So when he was Dracula, he had to learn everything phonetically.
Wow. That's like that Italian song that is not in English, but it's
When
like
the moon hits your eye, just like a big pizza pie.
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is it the revolutionary
It's
Bella
like
Ciao?
it's like some guy, he came up with the song that's like boop boop a doop boop a doop boop a doop boop, and he's like just like making up words all along the way, and it's like, what are you talking about right now?
I don't know.
I've never heard of that.
I guess nobody knows what I'm talking about either.
Yeah.
I made up the song.
Well, no, it's crazy. Omens.
No one knows what Bill's talking
Bill's
about.
like, oh, that was a fever dream I had last night. None of you guys were there for that. It wasn't even real.
Him burning through her money so quickly actually led to her divorcing him. And amusingly enough, she used Alexander Hamilton Jr. as her lawyer, the son of Burr's rival, after he killed Alexander Hamilton.
Allegedly. No, he did it for real.
No, he did it for real. That I do know. That's kind of a bit of karmic justice, I suppose.
Can I ask you...
Using your son, your now ex-husband's rival's son as your lawyer.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you only know that because of the musical?
No, I told you I've never seen the musical.
Well, I'm just saying. You know that fact, but you can't tell me a single fact about World War II. Taylor, who fought in World War II?
I know it was against the Nazis.
Okay.
I know who was on the Nazi side, but listen.
Yeah, your family. Bill?
Who fought in World War II?
Too.
Is that what you had said?
Oh, what's that?
I know I missed the question. What was it?
I don't know. You pointed at me.
Oh no, I was gonna say I found the song.
Oh, okay.
I found the song, and it's the Italian song that sounds like English but isn't. Is Presen Concilis. You read that, because I don't know what that could possibly be.
We'll have to listen to it after the pod.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I'm like, what the hell is that?
You ain't gonna be able to read that.
I'm pretty sure that's a medication.
it might as well.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's fucking insane.
That one right there.
I love that we just show our screens. We don't even do
Like I said, this
anything else.
podcast is less of like a professional podcast, more like you guys are just our friends. We're telling you a crazy story.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I've never actually seen Hamilton. I know musicals. Those are fresher in my head than World War II. So, that's that. I don't know what to tell you.
Great.
I hope that makes you happy.
It did make me happy.
To prove that I'm an idiot on the podcast? Yeah.
Well, go on. Continue.
Okay. So
I just sit here. Sometimes I just sit back and figure out what to do.
you're watching mom and dad fight. Like,
Yes.
You're like, I hate it when they fight.
That's why I hang out with the dog.
Meanwhile, the dog is like trying to like scoot away because she's warm.
Too warm.
So, as you can guess, the mansion has seen a lot of history, and of course, being a building that old, has seen a lot of tragedy through the years.
Of course.
There are many rumored hauntings that come from Aaron Burr's former bedroom. He died shortly after his divorce with Jumel, and the old founding father is still hanging around. Many have reported hearing disembodied voices and creaking footsteps from that room, which occur with the sounds occurring after hours because they have it open, like you can go tour it and stuff. Unlike many sightings, the Morris Jumel mansion has some evidence to support its paranormal claims. Paranormal investigator who's investigated the mansion has a video of a clip of a strange disembodied voice. Mansion staff are actually split on what the voice is saying. Some claim to hear it saying "I love you," while others think that they're laughing at you, which honestly either could be true for Aaron Burr. They're either laughing at him or he loves his ex-wife. Who knows?
Either way, the haunting still haunts him in that room.
Yeah. They do, however, I mean, they think that, like, it could be Eliza Jumel. Also makes sense of being like, I love you. But then also could also be, like, her at the end of the marriage being like, they're fucking laughing at you. You're a fucking joke. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure she said it exactly like that, too. So most people who come away from a ghostly encounter describe someone matching Eliza's description, typically dressed in white 18th century dress. And she's usually pretty chatty. Once she yelled to visiting school children to shut up. So really, Eliza, like, it is a take no shit kind of lady. Like, she's shut up, which I think is the only time, like, you have to be a ghost to, like, yell at a bunch of school children.
No, you
like,
don't.
Shut up like that.
No, you don't. You can say it whenever you want.
You can, but it's not as acceptable.
You know.
It's a little more acceptable when you're a ghost to be like, shut up! Versus, like, you know, if I just walked into a school and just yelled shut up to a classroom, they'd be like, how the fuck did you get in here? Like,
Yeah.
It's an American school. You can just walk in.
yeah, that's fair. Unfortunately, yeah.
You guys want to see me smoke crack in the bathroom?
Also, I feel like that joke was very you that I just told. Where I was like, and then they just look at you and they're like, how the fuck did you get in here? Like, like, it's not even like...
Once again, I've ruined you as a human being with my jokes. Because now you do the same bits I do.
Shut up or else I'm going to ride over you with a bicycle.
Like...
I was going to make a really dark joke. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, don't. Don't do it.
I'll save it for after the podcast.
So, others claim that Eliza's presence causes other ghosts to fight over her, namely her two former husbands who were out playing Mount Olympus in the backyard. The museum staff actually does maintain a record of all these mysterious encounters known as the Book of Haunts, which you can write down your little mysterious encounters if you ever go.
That's really cool.
People have also reported another strange experience that doesn't necessarily involve a ghost. Instead, it's a seemingly regular-looking clock inside the dining room. Regular looking except for the moon decoration that covers the clock's face. The clock, however, is known to be a little bit of a flirt. The moon will wink at handsome men when they pass by. But don't worry if it doesn't always wink when you pass by, because sometimes it's not feeling flirty at the time. But apparently people will walk by this clock and it fucking just winks at you.
I'm gonna fuck that clock.
I would say if it's not winking at you, you might got the big ugly.
Quick, I'll get the clock. You get the teapot.
Is this like Beauty and the Beast fan fiction? What's going on right now?
No other information about the flirty clock?
No, that's it. It's just that people will walk by and the moon on the clock will wink at them.
That's kind of weird.
It is weird. There's a lot of weird shit that happens at all of these locations.
Yeah, that was just 3 locations.
Yeah, there's more. These are just like some of the most popular ones.
We'll have to do a part 2 or something at some point.
Yeah.
Talk about all the more hauntings in New York, because I'm sure there's so much more.
Oh, yeah.
The ghost of 1,000 rats.
The ghost of 1,000 rats.
Coming this summer from the director of The Conjuring.
Comes Stephen King.
Ghost rat.
Did
it take you a second to register what I said? Because that was so delayed.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, Sora AI can do a lot of wonderful things, and so can Quan Mills if he can make a story about this hoe got roaches in her crib.
You know Quan Mills?
Oh, you do know Quan Mills. I do know about him.
One of the best authors ever.
Yes, he's a TikTok legend.
Dude, Quan Mills is crazy. His lives are my favorite.
Isn't that the guy that did the white? Like he made himself white and went to a NASCAR.
No,
that's Drewski.
Okay. No, Quan Mills is the author of books such as This Hoe's got roaches in her crib.
No, I don't know.
Old Thought Next Door.
The fucking Chitlin monster one, which is crazy.
Yeah.
No, I did not know. I did not know about that one.
My Baby Mama is a Loser. That's another good one. Yeah. Yeah, he's got some pretty top tier books.
Yes, very much.
I did not know about this magnificent book writer.
Yeah. Well, if we ever start a Patreon, maybe me and Bill will do a Patreon episode where we'll just get Quan Mills books and we'll read them fireside.
Oh my God, I read that the hoe got roaches this summer fireside. We read it as a group and nobody was prepared because the first page is so unhinged. You're like, oh, this whole book is gonna be great.
Can't wait.
Yes,
it sounds awesome. Well, thanks, Tay. That was fun.
Thank you.
Maybe we'll have to do another part 2 at some point. I would like that a lot. I want to hear about that asylum really bad.
Yeah, it's Rolling Hills, which we've not talked about.
Shit. Well, maybe we'll do it next week. Maybe. I don't know. I got some ideas brewing up about what to talk about next.
Yeah.
Because I like to really deep dive into shit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm on a watch list by the FBI when I was doing the Boston Marathon bombing episode. Had to read a lot about terrorism.
Oh.
Yeah, as you do when you're learning about that.
Yeah, usually. Well, thanks so much for joining us on Hot Scrapes and Omens. You can follow us directly on the socials at HGOPodcast. We're pretty much everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Threads. Send us your hate mail at HGOPodcast@gmail.com. Or send us your spooky story. That would probably be way better. But we'll laugh at your hate mail anyway.
Yeah.
You want to send me a DM or want to follow me directly, you can at I Hunt the Haunted on Instagram and TikTok. I'm not really on TikTok very much anymore, but check me out there on Instagram. That's usually where I'm at. And go check out the latest gas food lodging record, No Brains, No Teeth. That's streaming everywhere. I do a little feature on the song called Bright Lights. Go check that out. It's a great album. It's great fun. Great friends. I'll pass it off today.
Hello, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Lunar Thrill. That's kind of the only places I'm really on. You can also follow my dog at Spirit the Turf.
Spirit the Turf.
Unfortunately, I'm more active on there than I am on my own social media. Yeah, that's about all I got. Bill, it's your turn.
Yep, I'm Bill. You can find me on TikTok and Snap at Thrill of Bill, and also on Instagram at bbernard4444. That's me.
Hey, that's Bill Bernard there.
Why is it not Thrill Bill?
Because that was oddly enough taken, and I had another Instagram that I had to get rid of that was like also like a really good one, and it just got gutted. Yeah. Well,
Maybe you should see if it's still taken.
I'll see what I can do. I can do.
Yeah.
Or make it similar.
Yes. Bill of Thrill.
Yeah, there you go.
That might be it.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good bit.
Mm-hmm.
Should we just derail the podcast and just sit here in silence for the next 5 minutes?
No, I don't think we have to do that.
I don't know. I think we should. I'm just kidding. But remember to stay spooky.
Stay haunted.
And look out, there's a bike! There's a bike! Bye.